God bless students. Dear students, in today's video we shall learn from unit number 1, Ideological Basis of Pakistan, and topic for today's lesson is two-nation theory, and this is from the textbook of Pakistan Studies for class 9. First we shall look at the two-nation theory's origin and evolution. Dear students, every individual who accepted Islam in the Muslim society of India associated himself or herself socially and politically to the Muslim society and the state. He or she, whosoever accepts Islam, would break all the previous relationships and link himself or herself to a new system of Islam and the Islamic society. With the passage of time, a separate and unique temperament of the Muslims of India was created or formed, and this new social system was entirely different from the other Indian nations whosoever were living in those days before the partition of India. And this identity was formed on the basis of the two-nation theory. So this was clear that there are two major nations living in the India, and they were Muslims and the Hindus in majority. Now we shall look at the two-nation theory's historical background. So this is very important. This is a very much renowned and famous question. In the historical perspective, for the historical background of the subcontinent, two-nation theory means two major nations, the Muslims and the Hindus, which settled here in India in those days. And those two nations were entirely different from each other in their religious ideas, way of living, collective thinking, and basic principles of life, that despite living for centuries together, they could not intermingle, means mix up with each other. Indian Muslims fought the war of freedom on the basis of two-nation theory. Once this theory was accepted as a historical fact, two separate states, India and Pakistan, came into being. So this was the major base for the creation of the Muslim state in India, means Pakistan. So Islam was the driving force behind all this movement. The first person who mentioned or talked about the two-nation theory was Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, and he used this theory during the Hindi-Urdu controversy in Banaras in the year of 1867. And Sir Syed Ahmad Khan convinced the government of the British people that there are two nations, and they are Muslims and the Hindus who are living here in India, and they both have their own civilization, their culture, their custom, their language, and their philosophy about life. And Sir Syed Ahmad Khan's this theory infused a new spirit among the Muslims of India, and this theory gave a very genuine push to the freedom movement of Pakistan. Dr. Allama Muhammad Iqbal is known as the thinker of Pakistan because he is the one who gave the idea of the separate state for the Muslims, and this was happened in Allahabad. Dr. Allama Iqbal said about giving the idea of the creation of the new Muslim state in India. He said the Muslims would not allow that their religious, political, and social rights are seized, blocked. Therefore, I would like to see the Punjab Northwest Frontier Province, known as Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, KPK today, Sindh and Balochistan, put together into a single statehood. So he was dreaming about these ideas to be one day a separate Muslim state of India. Chaudhry Rahmat Ali is very famous figure and commonly known in among the people of Pakistan. He was the one who created the name of Pakistan. It was January 1933 when he was staying in England, and Chaudhry Rahmat Ali along with his close friends published a pamphlet, and the name of the pamphlet was Now or Never, in which Chaudhry Rahmat Ali suggested the name of Pakistan, or proposed the name of Pakistan as the Muslim state of India. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah actually was a very firm advocate for the two-nation theory. In his addresses, he spoke about the two-nation theory. He said, Muslims are a nation according to any definition of a nation, and they must have their homeland, their territory, and their state. And after that, on March 23, 1940, he said in his presidential address that the Hindus and Muslims belong to two different religious philosophies, social customs, and literatures. They have different epics, different heroes, and different episodes. To tie together two such nations under a single state, one as a numerical minority and other as a majority, must lead to growing discontent and final destruction of any fabric that may be built for a government of such a state. It would be better for the British government, he made it realize to the British government, to announce the partition of subcontinent by keeping in view the interests of the two nations. It would be a right step religiously as well as historically. So this was his very famous address that he gave while presiding over the meeting of March 23, 1940. Dear students, here is the assignment for you. You have the two questions from the topic Two Nation Theory, and you will send me your answers in written form. The first question is, when did Chaudhry Rahmat Ali propose the word Pakistan? And the second question for you is, what is meant by two nation theory in the historical perspective of the subcontinent? Please attempt these questions and send me your responses. I shall be waiting for your answers. Thank you and God bless you.